Yes, people. So we are back doing some work on the Mk5. Still waiting on a fair few parts to come through and order and things like that. It's just taking a little bit longer than I expected, to be honest. Got a few things that I want to heat wrap and stuff like that within this video, and a bit of painting on the block and things like that. Just trying to do things to freshen it up a bit more and look a bit nicer. But off camera, I have done a little bit of work to it. So I've fitted a few of the yellow hoses, got them all around there. But the one that I did try to change, this one, as you can see there, I actually snapped the clip where the hose goes into, which is why I've had to order another one. I was going to get an aluminium one, and I was told I was probably best to, but worst case if this one goes as well, then I'll just order an aluminium one. I didn't even realise they done aluminium ones of these until I'd already ordered it, so this will do for now. We'll get that on. We'll get the last of the coolant hoses on, which is this one, which is one that goes on top, on the little nipple on top. And then we've also got one spare hose, and I can't work out for the life of me where this goes, so I'm gonna have to keep trying to work out where it goes, because I ain't got a clue.
So as you can see, the rocker cover is off Charlie's car. He is ordering a billet one, so that'll tie in nicely.
What are you doing, buying it? I'm not.
Nah, he's took the rocker cover off because we had a few problems, so we didn't put a new rocker cover gasket on. So it was just replacing the rocker cover gasket, and when we took it off, we realised that the rocker cover is actually broken, it's snapped. So he's got to order a new rocker cover, which is not ideal, especially when he just paid for a genuine K04. I think it's 064 in it, Charlie?
Yeah, K04 64.
Yeah, K04 64. Nice new turbo. Brand new from Essex Turbos again, same company that I use. That's his old one, we're just transferring bits over. And yeah, we just got to order the new rocker cover. I'm trying to convince him to go for the billet one, but it is like 400 quid, so I think we'll be leaving that. And he's just getting his fitting kit out right now.
None of these nuts fit these threads.
Be back with you in a minute.
Oh yeah, they fit yummy.
Hey!
What? Well done.
He's putting the studs in, the new studs.
Yeah, they look nice.
No, he's just double nutting it. Yeah, it's just a technique that Charlie uses all the time.
Definitely didn't tell me to do it. So the goal was to get the turbo on, mock some things up, and pretty much just leave it as that. But yeah, me and Carl got a little bit carried away. The engine seems to be back in. And yeah, it wasn't meant to happen, but it did. We kind of got the turbo on, bolted a few things up, and we started cleaning up just because there was loads of tools everywhere, and one thing led to another, and we kind of just said screw it, let's get the engine back in. So yeah, that happened. Annoyingly, didn't film anything of putting it back in, but more so for the reason of we wasn't expecting to put it back in. I suppose in the last video would have seen us like taking it out. It's pretty straightforward of putting it back in. It's the same principle. Put it in, feed all the cables round, That's quite self-explanatory on where all the plugs go and everything. So we've got pretty much all the loom is back in. Obviously rocker cover's off at the moment because obviously earlier on in the video you saw that this was cracked. I took it off to do the gasket and yeah, found that. But second-hand one is on the way to me at the moment. It should be here within this week. I was gonna buy brand new, but then I called up VW and they were like, yeah, that'd be £227. And I was like, oh, I don't really want to spend that, to be honest, because I've just dropped nearly 900 quid on a turbo. So that's the last thing I wanted to do. But yeah, all we've got left to do now is got a few more bits. So this obviously goes round, this loom here goes around the front bumper, so that can't go back on until that's on. Gotta get the battery back in, get the front throttle body boost pipe put on. It's all ready, mocked up, ready to go. Just gotta get bolted back on. Fit the diverter valve relocation hose. Yeah, I think that's near enough it. Got a little bit of heat wrapping to do. So all the drive shafts are connected, dogbo mount's connected, engine mount's connected. And yeah, all I'm going to do as well is heat wrap the intake as well. This intake's only temporary because I'm going to do something a little bit spicy with it, but I want to get it all up and running first, make sure it's all mint and get it tuned and everything, make sure that all goes well before I've got to spend more money just in case something else goes wrong. But yeah, I'm going to start putting some more bits back together. So what I'm going to do first is feed the rest of the loom around the back to plug into the N75 valve on the turbo, then plug in the new loom for the diverter valve relocation loom. Yeah, we'll get started with that. So now done the first bit of heat wrapping. That's the first time I can't talk. First ever time I've done heat wrapping, to be honest. So not really sure if that's good, if that's bad. I'm not really sure, but got to learn somehow. I'm sure someone will tell me down below what's the better way to do it. But yeah, so I started off with a pretty big roll, and just on that piece it's used a fair bit. So might have to go and buy some more, but yeah. I've also decided as well that I'm gonna paint this tray and the pipe that comes off the turbo for the intake, purely because that one, well, they're both, I'll show you, they're both the same really. They both had this on it, so obviously it's come from a Mk5 AXX engine, and that had the exact same thing on this. So I just thought, clean it up a little. I'll spray them both. Doesn't make it look like it's a fucking breaker's car at that point. But yeah, I can't catch my breath. I'm probably going to leave it as that, to be fair. Get them painted. Might do a little bit more heat wrap. Might not. I probably need some more, to be fair, but I'll see where it takes us. But yeah, that will be pretty much it for this video. Next video will more than likely be putting the front end back together, possibly putting the arch liners in and getting all the coolant in, oil in, doing an oil change, and yeah, starting to get it ready for going off to be mapped. Still got to get the injectors, things like that, but that's last on the list because they're not going to go on until it gets mapped and walnut blasted. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment your thoughts, everything like that that's going on with the build. Would love to hear everyone's feedback and input into this as well, as much as like my own opinion. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, turn on that bell notification button, and see you in the next video.